Hello, Mark again. Mark's modeling. I'm here to just say I'm alive. One, got that flu everybody's been getting, been kicking my butt, and you can probably tell in my voice. At least I got a voice today. The other day I didn't have anything, barely talk. But I'm gonna get on to my New Year's resolution. Make more videos. Try to, with pictures and videos, try to this year to actually complete a model on either YouTube or G Plus or Facebook or whatever, on some social media. So my followers, which I've noticed have been growing, and I want to thank all of them. I don't have as many as some people do, but hey, one is good for me, you know. As long as I talk to one person, I'm good. That being said, thank all my followers. I don't think I've ever done that. It's a lack in judgment on my part. Blah, blah, blah. It's early in the morning. I've had about 2 cups of coffee, or 2 pots of coffee, whichever it is. Anyway, as you see, my Enterprise in the back is just lit up and nice. It's got Ralph's antenna control. It's got their board for the NX 1350. It's been maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and it's still working like a dream. I mean, no problems at all with it. There's a few things I'm going to get done this year. One is finish all these models I've started. Like the B9 robot, I still have yet to finish. I run into a snag on the blinking light chest lights. I'll figure it out. 2, my I lost count. What I'm doing here? Oh, a Batmobile or Bat Cycle and Bat Plane, and hopefully get the Bat Boat from Polar Lights so I can complete the set. I have the 66 Batmobile from Polar Lights and the 60s comic Batmobile from Polar Lights. So just the Bat Boat, and I'll have all of them. And then I have my scratch built Bat Helicopter, which I'll be reposting pictures of later on this year when I get the whole collection together, the whole Batman collection. I have the Mobius Batman versus Superman Batmobile I have to build, but I want to get some of the other ones done first, like a 350 refit, which is turning out to be my nemesis. Pardon me. I've started this, it doesn't even matter what scale. I got the 567 or whatever it is, the 1560, whatever that is, you know, the one from Undiscovered Country. I got that one. That's half built. I have 2 350s on 350 scales. One has the decals, which applied excellent. I started that about 2 years ago. It's still sitting on my table. I'd show you my table, but my studio is a mess. It needs to be cleaned. I'm going to have to spend a week just cleaning it so I can get to things. But I want to finish that. It's got the, who does that lighting kit? It's not Ralph's. I was trying somebody else. I'll think about it in another video, and when I get back to that, I'll I'll know exactly who done it, and I'll tell you then. I can't remember who it is. But it's nice. It's a nice, oh, Boyd, Trekworks. I think it's their kit, their lighting kit. Don't quote me on it. But it has the sequence, the dry dock sequence. And from what I've tested last year, it was working beautifully. You know, the deflector dish ramps up and down different colors, orange or amber and blue when it jumps in the warp, and then the warp nacelles light up at the same time when it jumps in the warp. But all the pennant lights and marking lights come on in sequence. I've tried it out just with lights, you know, just to see how they come on. Everything worked. I just have to wire it into the model, which is half wired right now, so I want to finish that. There was another one that I wanted to finish too, and I can't think of it. Oh, Spider-Man, gotta finish him. There's a lot of puttying to do on him because that kit is just horrendous. It's nasty. Oh, let's see, I can't think of anything else. I got a new air compressor for my airbrush. I want to work with it some more. And my paint booth that I made, and my Facebook and G Plus followers would know about because I posted on both. And the Millennium Falcon that my son got me. I'm semi working on it right now, getting things all together. I mean, I cut out all the exhaust holes. This is the bottom. Yeah, this is the bottom. No, this is the top. Well, on the bottom. Exhaust hose on the bottom. Tell I'm a Star Trek fan. No, just kidding, Star Wars guys. Anyway, I'm looking at the detail on this, and you can see, like, where is it? Where is it? Right here. Right here. That's like a landing gear from an airplane. I mean, they must have took this right off the original because there's so many parts on here. I mean, right here, R2-D2's little bent things that he has in the front of his body. Right there, there's on both sides. That's pretty interesting though. I was looking at it and seeing what parts I could tell was what. There's quite a few parts on here. I mean, you got hubcaps, you got everything on this thing. It's pretty cool. Of course, there's a lot of detail missing off of this kit that I've been scouring the YouTube channels and finding out. So I'll be adding to that. The bird of prey. That's, sorry if I'm jumping around. I've been up for a while. And of course, I look like Simon Merck's professor. So hey, let's go. I can't even do a German accent. So and it's really funny because I'm German. Anyway, I got this stuff at I think it was General Dollar. It was like $2. It's called Model Magic. It's reuse or air dry clay, modeling clay. It dries within about 24 hours, 72 to make it complete. This one's been dry for about 72 hours. Yeah. Excuse me again. Sorry, I'm just getting over this cold. But you see, I put it in these water bottle caps, and then I use this little thing here that I got from work. It's an empty printer spool. You know, the paper was gone. We tossed them in the garbage anyway, so I grabbed a few of them here and there. Oop, left is right, right is left. I learned that from you, Simon. But anyway, it makes a nice little impression on in the mold, in the model, in the clay. And I did 6 of them, and they're gonna fit right inside here, and it's gonna give it a little bit of effect. I'm thinking about maybe leaving the outsides unpainted, you know, tape them off or something, just this right edge right here, so and then put a light behind it. That way, like you just seen, with the light behind it, the edges kind of glow, which will show off the inside of it a little better. You know, I don't know, something I'm toying with. But you say, Mark, you took out the screens. What are you going to do about that? I thought long and hard for about 2 minutes. I was at the Dollar Tree. I love my dollar store. I love my Dollar Tree. You can find so much stuff there. My wife goes in there with me. She goes, what are you looking for today? I said, I don't know. And she'll pick out things and say, well, what can you do with this? And I look at it for a second. Oh, I could do this with it. I can do that. And I can change it a little bit here and there. And she told me once, she goes, you are the only person I know that can go into a store, see something, and make it into something else. It kind of threw me for a loop, but I think that was a compliment. Yeah. My wife is very supportive of my modeling. But anyway, get back to this stuff. I love her, by the way. Anyway. What was that? Oh yeah, the screens. I saw this. It's a splatter screen. It's for, you know, you put it over your spaghetti or whatever, your meat or whatever, hamburger, so the grease doesn't pop out at you or something, I guess. But anyway, it's a nice little screen action going on there. Put that over the hole. Cut it out, put it over the hole. Boom, instant screenage. Now, it's supposed to have little lines through it too. I got that kind of figured out in my head. Kind of, but not really. There's a couple of things I'm going to try. One, everybody's got these resistors everywhere, right? Now what if you take that resistor, nice and straight resistor, straight as you can get it anyway. Excuse me again. And once you get your screen in, place a few of these over top to replace the lines. It's actually about the right scale too, isn't it? I need to just figure that out. And I have thousands of these, literally. Every time I see a sale on them, I grab some. You know, usually 100 to 500 at a time. Different resistors, you know, different resistance. I mean, you can pick them up pretty cheap. So, and I don't need the whole thing either, you know. Focus. Focus. It's not gonna focus. Focus. It's not gonna focus. Anyway, I don't need the whole thing. I can cut it about right there, because you normally cut these things off anyway, and I still have my resistor. So it's a win-win. Oh man, I've been rambling for 15 minutes now. Sorry about that. But yeah. Oh, I almost forgot the main thing I was going to talk about with this. Now, I've seen 3D, which I may just get the 3D printed cockpit from Shapeways. Probably the clear version, so I can light it up and we'll paint it and light it up in the backwards. Backlit, whatever. Backlight, yeah, backlit. But, and I love their engine, but that's just too much for me. I'm a working guy. I can't afford all that. So, I don't know, most of you understand that. And I got me some blue 3mm LEDs coming pre-wired, so I ain't gotta mess with all that crap. And most of you know I already got a 3D printer, so what I did is I went on Thingiverse and I found this file on the engine parts for this Millennium Falcon, this kit. So I printed them. I mean, they're not Canon, but they're good enough for me. And I figured 2 LEDs per engine port be plenty to light it up, and maybe simulate the Shapeways. Now, the grill that came with the files, which I've printed out, looks okay. I mean, it's got like louvers. It's not just straight, they're louvered. So when you look at it side, you know, you'll see maybe a little bit, but as you turn, ooh, excuse me again. Also like a little ladder. But there was one thing I didn't like about it. It was a single lattice. And we all know that the Millennium Falcon had a double lattice. So I went into my 3D program and I changed it up. I made it into a double. Which, now that I'm looking at it, is a little off. But it's mine. Who cares? This is my creation. I'll do it this way. And I got both of the sides, because it's, you know, it's 2 sides. You know, because I go like this. You know, all the way around. When I first printed it out, I was like, man, that looks too big. Then I put the thing together and it's perfect size. I'll get the name of the guy who did it. I'll get his name and everything and send it out. But it's going to look something like that. Something like that. You know. And then on the inside, you know. But you light that up, boom. It's going to look good. I'm going to get off here. I've been boring you enough for almost 20 minutes. Yep. That's about it. I'll say goodnight and happy modeling.